Monday just got better, because The View is live. The Battle of Baltimore. The president accused of racism again over tweets blasting the city as a rodent-infested mess. Why Trump is firing back that Baltimore Congressman Elijah Cummings is the real racist. Plus, SNL alum David Spade dishes on why he's obsessed with The Bachelorette and his return to late-night comedy. And a brand new View Your Deal. Here come Hot Topics with Whoopi, Abby Huntsman, Joy Behar, Sunny Hostin, and Meghan McCain. Now, let's get things started.
And I hate to start our show ever with bad news, but once again, we're mourning victims of a mass injured 11.
Yeah.
And police are hunting for a second suspect. And, you know, we ask the same questions every time. What is it? Why does this keep happening? What's going on? And perhaps it really is up to us to try to figure this out, because certainly the people in charge don't seem to be able to come up with any reasons for us.
No. It's just terribly sad.
Yeah.
I mean, we've said everything we have to say about it.
I mean, it just...
Just thank you to law enforcement. The suspect was shot and killed by police within 1 minute.
There's one on the
Yes,
police.
they think
Wasn't
there's
it?
one
Yeah.
more. They think there's one more.
What was just, when I looked at the numbers, we have had 280 mass shootings in the United States in 2019, and today's the 210th day of 2019. So, you know, in our country, for some reason, we're the only country that has the most mass shootings in the world. The world.
It's, you know, and clearly the governments can't figure it out. This seems to be in our laps. So I'm just saying, it's a conversation we're going to have to start having, because it doesn't make sense. It just makes no sense.
They don't want to figure it out, I think.
Well,
I mean,
it doesn't even matter anymore.
Here's a statistic. The number of massacres increased 183% in the 10 years after the assault weapon ban was lifted in 2004. So, I mean, there's a factoid right there that says something. And as far as the government is concerned, 97% of Americans support requiring background checks, and they do nothing of the kind. They don't care what we think.
Well, that's why I keep saying, you know, because if we couldn't get anything passed with the little kids from
Connecticut,
Newtown,
Yeah.
you know, this now belongs to us. I think this has to be conversations that we have to start having with each other. So let's move on to something I don't even know how to say this. So the battle over Baltimore has been raging all weekend. It started with a tweet from you-know-who said Congressman Elijah Cummings should spend less time yelling at people over conditions at the border facilities and worry more about his, quote, rat-infested mess of a district where no human would want to live. Now, after the tweet was slammed as racist, he fired back that Cummings is the racist, and Al Sharpton is too. That's what he said. So is this the new, so is this all the stuff that we're supposed to be paying attention to while people are trying to figure out what the Mueller report actually said?
Oh, is it a distraction, you mean?
Well, I mean, you know, I should point out that he's never been to Baltimore.
No, but Jared Kushner has.
Yes, but the man who is talking about rat-infested, and this is, you know, this is what he sort of says about these, like this same language he used for Chicago. Rat-infested is crime-ridden, it's terrible. So I just want to say that it's kind of crazy that you keep doing the same thing, saying the same thing. And, you know, Cummings had a good reason to say that there was a problem. Remember, I might have mentioned this a couple weeks ago, that World War II started in 1939. From 1941 to 45, tens of thousands of Jews were kept in Nazi labor camps.
Right.
There was a camp called Camp Riesenstadt. When the Red Cross was invited to inspect the camp in 1944, the Nazis hid the fact of what they were doing, and so they built a fake camp. And it was kind of like, no, everything's fine here. Everybody was eating, people were walking around singing and stuff. So when people say there's a problem, you can't send folks to one place and say, no, no, everything's good. That's why I say Republicans, Democrats, Independents, all together should have to go to the same place at the same time, and we should be able to see it. I don't think one Republican going over here, or this one going, a Democrat going over here saying, this is what I'm seeing, when everyone is clearly seeing something that is totally different.
But, you know, Trump shouldn't pick Baltimore, though, because his son-in-law owns 9,000 rental units across 17 complexes, and many of them are in Baltimore County.
And what are they calling them?
They're slum dwellings, I believe. And in 2017, Baltimore County officials revealed that apartments owned by Jared Kushner were responsible for more than 200 code violations. The tenants reported mouse infestations, mold problems, and maggots. So if he's going to pick a town, maybe he shouldn't pick the place where his son-in-law is running it.
Well, that.
But name a place that it isn't.
But, you know, when you put it into context, he tweeted that after watching Fox News, and there was a report on Fox News about Baltimore and Elijah Cummings. And we have to remember that Representative Cummings is the chairman of the House Committee on Oversight and Reform. So it's the top investigative committee of the United States House of Representatives. So I think it is very much, Whoopi, like you're saying, a distraction, because he doesn't want Congressman Cummings to do his job of oversight. He wants Elijah Cummings to do something else. And I took specific umbrage to Baltimore, his aspersion on Baltimore, because guess what? I lived in Baltimore. I met my husband in Baltimore. My son was born in Baltimore. I worked in Baltimore. I met some of the finest people on the face of the earth in Baltimore. And while there are challenges in Baltimore, but Johns Hopkins University is in Baltimore, one of the finest medical institutions in the world, not just this country, but the world. And the suggestion that somehow it is just run into the ground, I mean, when you think about poverty, 9 out of the 10 poorest states in the country are red states. They have Republican governors. Why doesn't he talk about the poverty there? Why is he talking about the poverty in Baltimore? How about that?
You want to also point out that every state in the union has issues.
Challenges.
Whether we have, you know, opioid problems, whether we have issues here, or there. But D.C., where the big White House is right there. You know, listen, we are a nation of lots of different kinds of folks, and calling folks racist when you have no idea what it actually means is ridiculous.
Oh, you mean because he called Elijah Cummings a racist?
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Didn't I just say that?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to clarify. I'm just trying to make it clear to the audience who you're talking about.
Yeah, no, I thought that,
Well, because Elijah
Cummings,
is the black man. He's calling the black man the racist. I mean, I don't think people understand that particularly. It's outrageous and stupid.
Yes.
To call a black person a racist. That's all. Just clearing up.
So we're going to talk more about whatever we're supposed to be talking about when we come back.
Later, Army hammered. Why the actor's getting slammed over a bizarre Instagram post with his 2-year-old that even his wife says wasn't his smartest move. Still ahead, funny man David Spade shows off how he answered the bottle cap challenge. And an all-new View Your Deal.
So we're back. I have to make a mild correction. Apparently, you know who has been to Baltimore but never as president. Okay.
Oh, really?
I was given some sort of information that they had to clear up. So I just cleared it up. So what else were we saying? We were saying that...
Well, Megan didn't get a chance to speak.
Well, I was on George Stephanopoulos yesterday, and obviously the tweets had happened the night before. And one of the things that was brought up, as you were saying, is that Elijah Cummings just subpoenaed White House communications, meaning text messages and WhatsApp messages between Jared and Ivanka. So that could be sort of like the red herring that he's trying to distract us away from what he's looking looking into and what he's investigating right now. The thing that I said is that as someone who is, I think, one of only like 3 Republicans or conservatives on this entire network, I always am concerned about the next generation coming up. And young people that are interested in conservative ideals only see this. They only see race baiting. They only see the Trump administration. And what Republicans should be most concerned about right now, well, from my perspective, is what comes next, because we will be out of power. All politics is cyclical. And at a certain point, you're going to have a bunch of millennials who think their entire Republican Party is someone who is, you know, the person in charge thinks that all communities of color are infested. And the CNN anchor who got emotional talking about his hometown, I think...
Victor Blackwell.
Yes, I think when you see people like that showing outward emotion anchors on air, I think you know that it's...
Well, what's really deafening is the Republican leadership's silence.
Yeah.
That is the deafening silence sound that we're hearing right now. And as a matter of fact, I want to show something, because during the Michael Cohen hearings last February, Rashida Tlaib, one of the squad, she implied that Mark Meadows, who's a Republican, was racist because he trotted out the one black person that was working for Trump. And she made this sort of remark.
Which I thought was inappropriate at the time.
But she made this remark that implied that Mark Meadows was racist.
So you're going to show it?
And Elijah Cummings stood up for Mark Meadows. Watch this.
She said that she was not calling you a racist. And I thought that we could clarify that you're one of my best friends. I know that shocks a lot of people.
And likewise, Mr. Chairman.
But you are. And I could see and feel your pain. I feel it. And I don't think Ms. Tlaib intended to cause you that.
See, people should be really, you know, these words, unless you've met a racist, because they're really clear.
Yeah.
They don't pretend to be something else. They're pretty clear about who they are.
Yeah.
And when you meet them and you see them and they do that thing that says, oh, I see you would like me to remove myself from the planet, you know what it means.
Yeah.
So when people start an entire campaign with this group are racists and are murderers and rapists, and this group is, you know, slovenly and nasty, and
or
you know,
this person wasn't born here.
This person wasn't born. This is all, go back to your, these are all very specific phrases that have been used for time immemorial to let you know that you're other. So when somebody says that person is racist, make them explain why they say that. And make them explain. Go ahead.
Call out racism, which is what Joy's point is.
In this particular case, Elijah Cummings defended his friend Mark Meadows against this accusation, which he didn't think was fair. So my question to Mark Meadows is, where are you today to defend your friend Elijah Cummings to some accusation that is unfair?
Because in my mind, when you are silent in the face of racism, you are complicit in that racism. And I strongly believe that. And I'm calling out Ben Carson, who spent the majority of his career in West Baltimore, because Ben, I've been to your house. I know you lived in Baltimore. So as a member of his senior cabinet, where is Ben? Why is he not calling?
But wait a second.
He's in charge of housing for the Trump administration. Where are you? Why are you not defending Baltimore?
And as we go, I am going to say former Maryland Lieutenant Governor Michael Steele said to you-know-who, your reprehensible comments are like water off a duck's back. It washes over them. It does not stick, and it will not stain.
But Michael
We'll be
Steele's
right
not
back.
running.
Welcome back. So this story has got us sort of scratching our head because nobody can figure out what exactly is going on here. So actor Armie Hammer is trending all over a post that he quickly took down that showed his 2-year-old son sort of munching on his father's toes. Okay? And his dad wrote a really dumb message, you know, that this has happened for 7 minutes. It did not. And the hashtag foot fetish didn't happen. Thankfully, we can't show it to you, but his wife said it's really about a 5-second video, and it wasn't her husband's smartest move to share the image. So is this like what? Like, my question is, why would you let a 2-year-old with teeth chew on any part of your body?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand you put your finger when they're teething to rub the teeth, but why would you let anyone with teeth bite you?
I know, especially in the foot.
It seems odd.
It's odd. I mean, what if you have athlete's foot or you have anything going on?
I mean, it just is weird.
It could be unhealthy. My concern more than anything was, you know, when videos last forever, and when that kid gets to middle school, kids are so cruel. He's gonna be like the foot kid, you know? I mean, that's truth. And you just, as a parent, you want to shield your kid from any teasing or anything like that.
Then
I'm
you
sure
shouldn't put it up.
He wasn't
If you're the
thinking. I don't
parent
think he
to
was
put it
thinking
up,
of
it's
it like
kinda
that.
dopey.
I think part of the problem was the hashtag foot fetish on fleek, because it automatically which is with the hashtag,
Right.
you put automatically sexualizes something that's happening with a child. Look, I've made a lot of dumb mistakes on social media in my life. I
Right.
really have. There's one
Right.
picture in particular that I was not intended, there you go, for Twitter, which at the time, thank you so much. And Joy, before I was on the show, made a joke that Sarah Palin could see those from her house. And I don't regret it now, because my boobs never look better. And now that I'm old and I'm almost 35, I don't mind that picture anymore. So I'm just saying, why are you turning around? I'm just saying, sometimes you can turn. It was a big trend. You guys, it was a hot topic on this show. So I, too, have been a trending topic for dumb crap on Twitter more times than I would,
Okay.
hopefully, as
By
I
the way,
mentioned.
that was a hilarious joke.
It was very funny, very funny.
Well,
I'm
what
just
about
saying,
this-
the instant gratification of social
Yeah.
media, I have done so many times, I still do. Don't drink ever at Twitter or Instagram.
I got another one for you.
Yeah.
Snooki
Oh.
Yeah.
has a picture of her with her baby. She's
Yeah.
having a glass of wine, baby's having milk.
I didn't
People
think this was
lost
this big
their
of a deal,
minds.
but
People
maybe
lost
I'm
their minds.
wrong.
Some people said, girl, I know exactly where you're at. You got 3 kids, I got 6. I feel you.
Telling you.
Some people are like, how can you possibly be doing, how can you do that? How can
Yeah.
you do that?
Yeah.
And the question is, why would you post it if you don't
Is
want
that
people
bad?
to talk
I
about
don't
it?
have children, so
The
is that
Center for
considered?
Disease Control says 1 glass is not harmful to the child, but anything more
Is she breastfeeding? Is that what the?
Yeah.
the child can
She's
develop
nursing.
sleep patterns and stunt their growth, etc.
Okay, don't listen to
When
my
I was
mother.
breastfeeding, it was suggested to drink beer, by
Yeah.
the way,
Oh, really?
which they
Yeah.
say that beer acts as a galactagogue to stimulate milk supply. So I didn't like beer, though. But
Yeah.
they did tell
The thing
you
about it is, as many warnings as you give on this show,
Yep.
be careful what you put on Twitter, be careful what you're sending to people. People clearly aren't heeding your
and don't
advice.
drink
No.
while you're
But
breastfeeding.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that, but I will.
Well, I can tell you, I breastfed for about 14 minutes, and I drank.
And there she is now.
And
She's
there's my
fine.
child right there. We will be right back.
He's the most wanted man at the Hot Topics table.
Idris Elba.
He's quite good looking.
He
He's
just
the
keeps
sexiest
forgetting.
man alive.
And he's telling the co-hosts how he's spending summer in the fast lane.
I'm Black Superman.
Tomorrow.
Welcome back. So writer Candace Bushnell has enormous success with Sex in the City, but says if she could do it all over again, she would not have chosen a career over having kids because now she's truly alone.
She has
That's
no
what
friends?
she said.
She has no friends?
I guess not even a cat. Not a chicken, nothing?
She's truly alone. My
Send chickens
God.
and bees.
I should send some chickens to
Yeah.
My goodness.
I know.
That's sad.
Well, you know, there's no guarantees in life with your kids.
Yeah.
There's no guarantee that they are going to stay and be with you. Sometimes you hope, but sometimes not. But you know, you created an amazing thing. So continue to have a great life.
Oh, you mean her show? Well, yeah.
well, her-
but it's not gonna, you know, tuck her in at night, that show.
Yeah, but neither is, you know, that there's no guarantee anybody's going to tuck you in
Well,
at night.
it's nice.
No.
Nice to have a husband and some kids, too. It is nice.
Yeah,
People like
okay.
it. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, it's your thing.
Yeah,
you like it.
I like
It's your move. Not everybody live it.
But
Your
No,
lovely daughter's here. and-
Mike, I like
Yeah.
her.
right? But it's different for everyone. I have friends that
Yes.
have chosen a different path. And I
Yes.
say, good for
But
them.
a lot of those people have a lot of friends, and they have
Yes.
other family members. You're not totally alone. And
Yeah.
also, she can adopt a kid, maybe.
Yeah.
That too.
I don't know how old she is or whether she's
in her
allowed to.
she's in her 60s.
Oh, she's
and she
probably-
said she started feeling like this when she was in her 30s and 40s. She didn't think about it, and then when she got
Right.
divorced and she was in her 50s, she started seeing the impact of not having children and of being truly alone, and that people with children have an anchor in a way that people who have no kids don't. But perhaps that's just her view that she's seeing now.
Yeah.
Because there are people that have very, very full lives.
Without
Yes.
children.
Without that.
You know, yeah.
I remember Helen Mirren said she never had any children because she wanted her freedom. She said that.
yeah.
She's had an incredible career and a great life. But
That's right.
I don't know if she regrets it now.
I don't think so. I don't think so. And I don't regret it. You know, I was lucky enough to have everything the way I wanted it to be.
Right.
But I was willing to allow people to get pissed off at me, you know, because I'd bring my child and she'd, you know, right under my armpit.
Yeah.
You know, where I went, she went. So it just, but you know what? There are lots of people in the world and lots of kids who could appreciate some love. So if you want to spend some time at the foundling homes and spend some time with the kids who don't have parents, maybe there's a good foster family to be made by you, Candace.
That's true.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Did you do that to say we'll be back? No. Are you telling me it's, what, 10 seconds? Now? We'll be right back.
Hey, you guys, what's up? I'm so excited to be hanging out with the girls on The View. It's like the end of The Bachelor, me and 3 pretty ladies. Up next, hometown dates.
This week on The View, Jerry O'Connell is bringing the laughs. Plus,
He's been sexy for a minute.
Idris Elba comes to our house.
You're talking to Idris Elba here, okay?
I would trust Idris Elba with my life.
And the week's not complete without a sizzling political view, because 2 presidential candidates are making their campaign stops on The View. This week on ABC.
Hey, now, SNL alum David Spade is keeping you up past your bedtime again with his return to late-night comedy on the new show Lights Out with David Spade. Please welcome a very funny man and a really good guy, David Spade.
You look good.
Welcome back. Yeah.
Good here today. Hey, everybody.
So I had permission to tell this story.
Okay.
Please.
I had a big crush on you growing up because he's from Arizona as well.
All right.
And I actually met you when I was 14 at the Biltmore Esplanade with some friends of mine when we were at the movies, and you were very nice to us, and
Oh,
you said
great.
hello
Oh,
to
that's
everyone.
nice. Yeah.
So I just want to thank you because it was like the best thing that ever happened to me when I was a freshman in high school.
Look at that. Great guy
there you go.
syndrome.
Yes.
Arizona.
Yeah.
No, I'm from AZ, so I always go to all those malls and hang out and see everybody. It's great, though.
Yeah.
That's nice. I like when the kids say hi. It's fun.
Well, it's like, oh, you know me?
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
no, yeah, I'm always shocked. I am. I just, it's like,
Yes.
oh, okay.
Well, and there's, you know, Arizona pride.
Yeah.
But I also understand you watch The Bachelorette every single week and you post commentary on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Why do you like the show?
First of all, it's a little R-rated, so don't run there and look at it. But I love the show, and it cracks me up, and I just think the craziness of it and the goofiness, it gets, I get sucked in every time. It's just fun to, if you watch it and make fun of it, there's a reason, but sometimes there's secret celebrity friends that watch it and don't like to talk about it.
Oh.
It's a secret
But
society.
it's comedy fodder.
It is,
really is.
it
It's
is.
good comedy fodder.
Hannah's out there with her
Yeah.
88
They're
teeth,
so
and
crazy.
she's just smiling at everything, and it is funny. And then the guys, I just think I'm so out of it because they're all like, they look exactly the same.
Yeah.
And it's all like from an untucked shirt ad, and they're in Docker. But they all look ripped and cool. I couldn't pick. I wouldn't know which one to pick. They're all so great.
They're all from Scottsdale, too, which also, I don't understand why everyone on The Bachelor is from Scottsdale, but the majority, vast majority, I don't know.
They're growing them. They're growing a certain type there.
Untucked shirt. I've talked about on the show that I met my husband on Twitter, and he slid into my DMs, and then we started dating. So what do you think about social media and dating? Has anyone ever slid into your DMs?
Oh, yes. Yes. Well, some people in the DMs, I'm mostly an Instagram guy, so I get those out. But I have actually done it myself, to be honest, because, and people might think that's odd, but in the past, they go, you should do the old-fashioned way in a bar when you walk up to a total stranger. It's sort of the same idea. Like, you're just seeing someone and you say, hey, and they either don't answer, or they're married, or they have a boyfriend, or they're interested or not. So it's the same principle. It's a little less stressful because you're not getting it right in your face, the rejection. But sometimes, you know what I mean? So, I have caught myself, I did drunk DM. one time I got home and this girl, so I go, hey, you up? Like it's a text. I don't even know her. And she's like, yeah, I'm in Yugoslavia. I'm up. It's noon. I'm like, oh, right.
Maybe you
It
should
doesn't know, you don't know where everybody is in the world.
Maybe you should go on The Bachelor to meet women.
Oh, The Bachelor for me.
Yeah.
I think I'm out of their age range right now, but maybe I could be a coach.
Maybe.
Height range, age range, I'm missing on all of them. But I'm sort of dumb enough to be on, so maybe there's a
And
chance.
women love a funny guy. They do.
You know what? They
women
do
love
say
that.
they like sense of humor, and it has kept me going when you don't have the other things clicking. But it's good. But sometimes saying sense of humor is like saying you like music. It's so wide of a net that there's different types of even comedy. Do you like it dry? Do you like Carrot Top? Do you like this? So you have to be their sense of humor too. And so if that syncs up,
Do you
then
like
it's
a
great.
girl with a sense of humor?
Yeah, I do. I do like it when they're girls. They don't have to be, hysterical, fall down jokester.
What if they're funnier than you?
They're out. They're out.
So Joy, you can't date.
I got 3 funny girls here. But there's also sometimes girls that just have a certain charm and fun about them. That's just a nice thing about them that is sweet. I like that too.
Yeah. That's helpful.
And upbeat. That's fun.
That helps. So you're doing a late night talk show. Tell us about it.
It was a sort of interesting offer after The Daily Show on Comedy Central. Every night, it's a big spot for them. It would be sitting around. It's not sort of the typical talk show like Fallon and those guys. So they do that very well. It's going to be more like this, 3 comedians, and I'll do a little monologue, and then we're going to talk about what's going on in Hollywood and sometimes what's going on in sports, but mostly like current events and stuff like that. Not really politics, though, because I think that's covered by a lot of shows, and it can lead to some arguments and tension. Not on this show, but there's other shows where...
Never on this show.
That's funny.
It just leads to sometimes people in the audience get a little feisty, and then people at home watching, and then when I see people out, they get mad, I would imagine. So I don't do it my act, and so it's more legit for me that I just...
Oh, you don't do
I've
any
steered clear
politics in
of it
your act?
anyway, yeah.
Well, it's good because you just get slammed for it. If people
That's
take
the
pictures,
problem.
they put it on Twitter, pain in the neck.
And I step in it. Comedy is very tough to just... used to want to be edgy, and that's how you broke through.
Yeah.
And I always like when comics try stuff. Even if I don't agree with it, they're trying stuff. You have to be able to, and then... But it's career-ending now, so it's just like... That's the hardest part. You go... We don't all want to be the comics using the same 8 jokes that we're allowed to use.
Right. Yeah.
So we have to branch out, and if we do, then you break through to some funny stuff people haven't seen. And, the jokes will be funny or they won't, but at least they'll just be the straight-up dumb jokes from the day, hopefully.
Yeah, I look forward to it. I love The Daily Show.
Yeah.
Okay, so you also did the bottle cap challenge, which I haven't done, but you did it successfully. So, and right here. And with the Tito's, I respect
Look at that, a baby Tito's from an airplane, but the afterburn is good. I put more into the after.
How long did it take you to do that?
It took me, I don't know, 500 takes. It wasn't long, 6 days. But no, I just had a baby bottle of Tito's, and John Mayer had just did it, and we talk on Instagram sometime.
Right.
And flirting. And so I go, that looks really hard. So I tried it, but I had her hold it like 1 foot off the ground.
Right.
So it was a lot easier, but the angles, the angulation, and me adding karate stuff.
Angulation?
Yeah, the angle.
You know what? We're glad to see you. It's been a while since you've been here.
It's been a while, and it's lovely to be back.
Glad to have you back. Your book is done on Audible, so you should get it because it's amazing, and it's him talking, and it's him, and it's like being with him at his show. His new show, Lights Out, David Spade, premieres today on Comedy Central, and he's around. Look for him.
Yeah.
Sometimes at the Esplanade in Scottsdale.
Yeah.
That's right. We'll be back.
We were very civil today.
Your hell for for the dog days of summer on View Your Deal. We partnered with vendors for at least half off awesome items for a hot fun in the sun next.
Today we are having hot fun in the summertime because we've partnered with vendors for at least half off products you'll use all season long. Style expert Greta Monahan showing them off, but it's only while supplies last. So let's get shopping!
Bringing healthy family eating next level. With the Excalibur dehydrator. Okay, preserve and prepare food naturally. Dried fruits, veggies with no additives. We control preserving it in this machine. It's amazing. You can dehydrate meat for jerky. You can make your own granola, your own seeds and nuts. I knew you would go crazy.
Oh my goodness.
This is the best. It's amazing. You can even make chips out of beets, zucchini, and sweet potatoes, chips, and do whatever you want. Look, delish, right?
It's
Control
delicious.
sugar, salt, and everybody in the family eats better, okay? Original price on these, $280. Not today. The deal is $140, and Sunny, all of my chef friends, says it.
I want this.
I got it. I got you.
I want this.
All right. So you're going to love this, too.
Okay.
Staying on healthy. Soma water. My family is obsessed with this. Stay hydrated on home or on the go. This is a sleek, beautiful pitcher, but it also filters water. Makes any table look gorgeous, but it holds 10 cups and comes with 3 filters.
Wow.
You're going to love that. Now, this is the brew bottle. This is a double-walled glass for your coffee or tea on the go. I don't go to yoga without it. I love these. Original price on these, $40 to $60. Today's deal, $18 to $33.
This is
They
great.
have delicious water and keep yourself hydrated.
I
Take
love it.
that. It's
I
good.
love that. Wow.
Now, Oprah called these the softest sheets ever.
Oh.
But I also know someone else who loves them.
I sleep on these. They're so good. They're made from bamboo, and so you know when you get hot at night, you're not hot with these.
Because these are temperature regulating. This is what and it's absolutely luxurious, isn't it?
Amazing. They're softer than anything I've ever slept on.
I love that you already use them. I use them
really
too.
soft.
So for both hot flashers and chilly sleepers,
Yes.
regulating. I know, that's why I had
This
to
is
say.
what you
Everybody's
need.
happy in these sheets, and they come in all sizes, guys.
Oh
Any
my
size
God.
you want, you've got beautiful and even blankets and comforters. A great night's sleep is worth the investment.
Yes.
Original price on these, $69 to $700.
Yeah.
Today's deal, $34.50 to $350. Plus free shipping.
It's so worth it.
They're gonna sell out.
It's so worth it.
I know. Okay, Tiki Tunes. You're gonna love these. This combines sound and light in one. Get this warm ambient light, put it on your tabletop. I take it to the beach. I do it outside in the backyard for when we grill, and I love it because it is a Bluetooth speaker built in.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that cute? You guys,
You brought
normally
good stuff.
I knew you'd love these. Original price on these, Sunny, $40. Guess what they are today? $20, you guys. So
That's
easy.
really good.
Great gift too.
I like that.
Okay, all right, Lou, you're gonna love this Sand Cloud. Now, you may recognize this because they have been on Shark Tank.
Okay.
Lightweight, I got one for you. Compact Turkish towel. So I love to use these for beach, sports, picnic. Why? They're lightweight, they don't add any bulk,
good.
and they're quick drying, and sand just kind of goes right off the blanket, doesn't stick to it. So it's really incredible. You can also, by the way, wear them as a sarong or a scarf.
Yeah.
Because they're thin and they look chic.
And
The
it's
patterns
bamboo
are
and cotton, so
amazing.
it's soft.
I knew you'd love that. Original price on these, $44. Today's deal, $20. Make it easy. Gotta love it. All right. So I'm going to show you, this is what Sunny's talking about. I have this bag on repeat, so take a look. I love this. This shape is incredible. It's Lulu Dharma.
Yes,
And it's so cool because
cute.
it works day or night. It's not too big. It's not too small. It goes with everybody and doesn't add a look of weight or heaviness. Now, the reason I especially love this is not just for the trend, but for how practical. It's got an inner liner with a nice little drawstring, so it keeps all of our goodies safe and
Inside.
protected.
Yes.
Love these. So good. So original price on these, $85. Not today. $38 for
That's
a
a
little
good
summer
price.
style.
That's a
a good price.
I love it too. Okay, you're gonna love this. You gotta try this right now. This is 100% pure.
Oh.
I love this clean skin care, and a lot of people DM me and say, bring me something that I can upgrade that's affordable. This skincare range is incredible, but I'm giving you my favorite product right now, the Coffee Bean Caffeine Eye Cream.
Good.
If you want to take the dark circles and wake those eyes up, you're gonna wake up wanting to put this on and having your cup
It
of
smells
coffee.
like coffee.
It's amazing, and it works. It's incredible. Original price on this range, $6 to $60. Get this. Upgrade the beauty game today for $3 to $30.
Oh, wow.
Half off for everybody.
I like
Isn't that
that.
so
Yes.
affordable?
Yes.
And the cosmetics are amazing.
And cruelty-free.
I love it. I have the lipstick on. It's great. Okay, you're going to love this. Glory Cloud. I brought this for you. Clean, exfoliate, and
Smell?
hydrate
Oh,
with
it smells
fluffy, whipped body products. These are incredible. They go on. I love it because you can shave, you can moisturize, and cleanse with these products. So
Wow.
they have a lot of uses in one.
So good
Plus
for
they
travel.
come with really fun, cute names. Ocean Kisses. I mean, they're really cute. I'm not going to say them all, but they're great. Okay, jojoba, grapeseed, all the ingredients you love. They're made in the USA using great essential oils.
I like
So soaps,
that.
sugar scrubs, and body polishes. I love these. Original price on these, $16.50 to $18. Today's deal, $8.25 to $9. That means you can upgrade all of your spa products. Can you believe that?
So good.
Upgrade everything for literally under $10.
Greta brought it today, okay? Our thanks to Greta Monahan. The clock is ticking, people. You have 24 hours to grab any of these exclusive deals at viewyourdeal.com. And members of the audience are going home with gifts from 100% Pure and Glory Cloud. Have a great day, everyone. And Greta, what should they do?
Take a little time to enjoy the view.
That's right.